Hello and welcome to Golf News Kicking Back. We've just seen the 63rd match of the FIFA World Cup, which is taking place in Qatar. It was the third place playoff between Croatia and Morocco. And Shah, Morocco, I mean, unfortunately, they've lost 2-1 today, and they never really looked like winning the match today, did they?
You could say that because I thought Croatia had the match pretty much under control. In fact, they could have gone even one more. They could have killed off the match actually. If they had Gvardiol has scored, I think he got tripped up by Amrabat. That looked like a penalty to me. But anyway, we didn't. I would have liked to have another look at it because we didn't get to see another view of that particular foul. But also not just that, Yusuf and Nasser missed two chances, about one-on-one there, and I think that was Morocco's chances went with it. And normally, but I was surprised at the way the match was played. Normally, third place matches, I don't pay much attention to it, but I never knew a third place match could be so exciting. I think part of the reason was the 7th-minute goal. Normally, we've seen that even in the semi-finals, an early goal seems to wake up Morocco pretty early, and they hit back in a matter of 2 minutes. So that gave rise to some exciting match. Not just that the goals were really, really good, but that Gvardiol's flying header, that was so one of the superb goals. I mean, I think it should be one of the goals of the tournament, really. So also the second one by our Orsic, the way he lobbed the goalkeeper, I thought that also took some real skill. So we saw some couple of good goals today. Morocco tried their best, and I think that's a just result. Not just that, I was impressed. I was quite happy the way the Croatians celebrated because they were celebrating as if they won the World Cup. I mean, I would say I'm only happy for them simply because you look at that 4 years back they were finished second, and today they finished third. So that speaks for some awesome consistency. And also, if we say goodbye to the golden generation, I think Modric, Kovacic, and a lot of these guys we won't see the next World Cup. But we have also seen they have a good array of players coming up, and I think Josko Gvardiol leads that bunch really. So plenty to take away from this match.
Absolutely. Gvardiol was the guy, obviously, who was twisted and turned by Messi for that third goal in the quarterfinals. But like you say, Sham, that header today, it was a lovely, well-worked free kick from the Croatians. It was a ball played into the back post, and Persic, with a backwards header, put it back into the path of Gvardiol, and he, from 12 yards out, had to use all his neck muscles to get the power into the ball and get it past Bono. Bono, who nearly scored an awful own goal today. It would have been a disaster.
Oh, that was horrendous.
He was very lucky. Yeah, he was very lucky that he tried to pass the ball out to Hakimi, and he sliced it off his left foot, and it was just inches past the goal line. But Morocco came back with a lovely header for of the red. It was Dari, I think, a minute after Croatia had taken the lead. But then, like you say, Sham, Orsic with a beautiful goal. Now, most players in that position would probably thrash at the ball to get as much power as they could. But he showed tremendous calm and presence just to, get that lift and bend it past Bono. It clipped the post and it went in. That was the end of the scoring. But, Morocco can go home and hold their heads up very high. They've had a superb tournament. When you think of a fourth team in the World Cup, you'd think it'd be someone like Spain or Germany or England or Brazil. But no, it's been Morocco, and they've had a superb tournament. And just sum up, Sham, in a couple of words, overall, how impressed you've been with the Moroccans.
Morocco, I mean, I have no words to describe it because the kind of passion and energy they showed throughout the tournament is amazing. I think they all owe a lot of it to their supporters who've been fabulous throughout the tournament. Not just that, they also showed that they have the skill and the technique to go toe-to-toe with the best in the world. And which also shows that the African and Arab football have come of age, and I think this would inspire a new generation to come. And I think this will be the vanguard of a new wave of football in the new wave of football in world football itself.
Yeah, they've been a real breath of fresh air, and to get to this stage is absolutely remarkable. On an individual level, they've all played absolutely superb, and I don't think the coach could have asked for any more from them. They've been the highlight, I think we can all safely say, for this particular tournament. And they finished fourth. That's absolutely superb after their 7th game they've only had 6 games altogether prior to this in the whole of the history of the World Cup. They had 7 in this tournament, and they've done well. But yes, Croatia, as you said, Charm, they've done superb. They finished runners-up in the last World Cup in 2018. They finished 3rd in this edition, and in their debut in 1998, they also finished 3rd. So that's a strong showing from the Croatians, and well done to them. Let's bring in Satish. He's waiting there patiently. Satish, tomorrow, the final match of the World Cup, match number 64. It's Argentina. It's against France. It's going to be Messi. All eyes on Messi, obviously, and Kylian Mbappe as well. Now, how do you think tomorrow's game, Satish, is going to go?
I think it can't get any better, isn't it? I think probably the 2 of the best teams who slowly came up through the tournament after the rounds, after the thing, they slowly got better and better, and that's where they are here. What a cracker of the game it is expected to be, and obviously for me it's the past versus the future. Probably Messi probably will hand over the baton to Mbappe to rule the world, maybe. So a lot of intriguing things happening, but yes, it's going to be a phenomenal game, and I think everybody will be eager to watch it, Imran. I think it's probably a fitting after all the surprises, shock results, and the hype that this tournament in Qatar that has created during the course of the event. I think this is a fitting finale.
Yes, absolutely. And in fact, Satish, France was your tip, so you've done very well to get them all the way. You'll be hoping, obviously, for a France win tomorrow. But Sham, like we've just seen today, an early goal makes all the difference in the game. Now, this being the World Cup final, with so much at stake, probably if we don't get an early goal, it more than likely will be a very cagey affair with both defenses, commanding the game and really not giving anything away. Ideally, for a spectacle, we need an early goal. That will make the game, that'll just open up the game, won't it?
Absolutely. I mean, I completely agree with you there. Simply because these are 2 powerhouses, and not just that, both of them want to win it desperately. When you want to win, when you are so desperate to win, you try to be defensive. You want the rivals to make the first mistake. So it'll be a waiting game. Like you said, I want to see a goal in the first 10 minutes. If a goal falls in the first 10 minutes, it's going to wake up the rivals. I mean, whoever is trailing. And that will open up the game, and we will see a fabulous game. Otherwise, I think it's going to be a snooze fest. It'll be like, it'll be like a Holyfield boxing match. You just be ducking and weaving without any throwing much punches, really. So I mean, I don't want to see that. I mean, that's absolutely boring. So for the sake of the football connoisseurs, I hope there is a goal in the first 10 minutes. And not just that, you also have to realize these two teams have not been playing excellent football. They have been pretty mediocre the way they just done enough to pull through to the final. Because if you look at Argentina, I mean, they came up solely through the strength of Messi. In fact, if it was not for Messi's brilliance in some of those games, I think Argentina would not have come through. Same with France. Okay, they shown in patches, and those patchy moments of brilliance was enough for them to win and come through. I mean, one thing that should be said in their favor is they're excellent at game management, and they put a goal in or two, and they know how to manage the game. They know how to win it. That is exactly what this tournament plays all about it, and France are masters at it. But I hope, like you said, for the sake of the millions watching this football final, I hope there is an early goal. If it is in the first 10 minutes, it's all the more better.
Absolutely. An early goal would really open up the game. Satish, the 2 teams have played each other 12 times. Argentina have won 6, France have won 3, and 3 have been drawn. But the last game that they played was at the 2018 World Cup, and it finished 4-3. It was an absolutely thrilling game. I think that kind of a game is what we all would love to see. But Satish, just going to the team news at the moment, as we all know, the French squad is in real trouble at the moment. A lot of 5 of their players have been down with the flu. I mean, if they are struggling to put together their strongest lineup, that'll be very encouraging news for Messi playing in his final game for Argentina tomorrow, won't it?
Yes, Imran, you're absolutely right. As it is, France is probably a B team because some of the big guys are already not there when they came in here. So over and above, if it helps them, it's going to be a difficult thing. But I'm sure they have enough resources, and I'm sure coming to a final, you can come up with a new hero also. Sometimes you never know. A player who wouldn't have come anywhere close, you throw him to the deep end, and he can come up with a cup and a trophy and give it to you. So you never know. But yes, certainly, it will be a big morale booster for Argentina. But I hope we still wanted to see the best game. Whoever comes in, I'm sure, as you said, if there is an early goal, it can really spark the game into going all out, and then we can see some very good football.
Absolutely. Right, guys, let's have some predictions. I'm going to go first. I'm going to say Argentina to win this by 2-1. And being the football romantic that I am, it's going to be Lionel Messi scoring the winner in the 90th minute with a free kick. Sham, top that.
If France can put out a good team, like you said, if they are not hit by this virus or whatever bug they have, or this flu bug which is affecting the camp, if they can put out a decent 11 out there, I think they will win 2-1.
Wow. Okay, so 2-1 the other way. And Satish?
I will support the same thing because what will happen is Messi on the threshold of record, so much added pressure on himself. So in all probability, he could fail there. That's exactly where the greatest players, the legends have all failed. This is a stage where it can, because if he has done it in the past, it could be probably he would have had this experience before. But now, in his last attempt coming there, that's a huge pressure. But that will differentiate between the greatness and the legendary finish that Messi will get it.
Okay, we'll see. Will Messi fold under the pressure? It's the final match tomorrow. We'll be back to see how it goes. In the meantime, head to golfnews.com for all the latest news and reviews, and check us out on our social media channels. Thank you to Satish, and thanks to Sham, and see you all tomorrow.